So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Check 43. 21.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Lock going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Too little, Cupcake.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Yo.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Check 15. Hey, watch this.
Hey, middle. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's coming. We got double up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56.
I got you. Joker.
Dobbins once more. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Williams running left. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On play action, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! KJ Hamler, 70 yards. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like it.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. They'll get 34 yards there. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flush to his right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
3 down.
On second down, Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 27 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to stretch out their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey, report.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. This pass caught by Hamler. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's tired of us.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Shift. 4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. I'm coming.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You must be dreaming. Shift.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. He's checking. Crash.
Check.
On third down, here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll go right back to Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Like 20. 13.
Jackson now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, come on.
He's coming. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now to the air, Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And this will be caught by Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Middle. Max 22. I got you, boy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
A run now with a tight end Fant.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll buy some time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Justin Matabike.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. You better bring it. Better bring it.
Now Locke.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Big edge.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
He's coming. Double up. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15.
Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Alert 3, alert 3.
Lock.
Alert 3.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
29 is the Mike.
Lock to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about...